Hello friends! Hyundai Creta has only two engines, atmospheric gasoline 4-cylinder units with a volume of 1.6 and 2.0 liters. Base 1.6 G4FG belongs to the Gamma family. The engine is familiar from Solaris and Rio. In all-wheel drive versions, its power was slightly reduced, from 123 to 121 horsepower. 2-liter G4NA engines with a return of 149 horsepower are members of the new family. They are known for the i40 sedan as well as the Tucson and Sportage crossovers. Both units have a durable chain-type timing drive. Valve clearance adjustment in 1.6 is mechanical by selection of pushers, and in 2.0 hydraulic compensators are used. The gasoline 1.6 catalytic converter often begins to crumble after 30 to 60,000 kilometers. Catalyst particles can get into the cylinders, causing scoring. However, in practice, bullying is extremely rare. Everything is limited to the detection of catalyst destruction with the help of an endoscope and its removal. Be that as it may, there are instances that have passed over 200,000 kilometers on their own neutralizer. The risk of scuffing exists in the 2-liter engine, but here too the cases are isolated. And the reason is not in the neutralizer, but in the miscalculation of engineers. Since March 2017, oil nozzles have been installed in the G4NA to cool the pistons. This made it possible to practically prevent the formation of scoring on the walls of the cylinders. The problem of premature destruction of the catalytic converter is also characteristic of the older 2.0. It usually manifests itself after 40 to 80,000 kilometers, but does not threaten the formation of scoring. The base 1.6 could be combined with both a 6-speed manual transmission and a 6-speed automatic. The 2-liter engine was paired only with a gun. Many owners of cars with manual transmission, M6 CF1, complain about jerking when switching. Some get rid of the disease by removing the clutch delay valve from the clutch master cylinder. Others change the clutch. Initially, all-wheel drive was available only for 2-liter modifications. In 2017, he also appeared in cars with an initial 1.6. Both with manual and automatic transmissions. The all-wheel drive system uses the same concept as in other models of brands, in particular in Tucson and Santa Fe. This transmission was characterized by one problem: corrosion of the spline connection at the junction of the transfer case and gearbox. In the running case, the slots were cut off. Caring Creta owners, aware of the potential problem, resort to a preventative measure: cleaning and applying lubricant to the spline connection. In the process of prevention, in some instances, there was a lack of lubrication in the spline connection, and the first traces of corrosion were found. But in most cases, factory grease, albeit in small quantities, was present. Fortunately, not a single incident with the rotation of splines has been recorded so far. The front suspension is of the classic type, McPherson struts. On the rear axle of front-wheel drive modifications, a semi-dependent beam is installed, unified with the Elantra. All-wheel drive Cretas are equipped with a multi-link suspension similar to the Tucson. The steering of all-wheel drive versions uses an electric power steering with a motor on the shaft. The rest of the cars have a classic hydraulic booster. After 50 to 80,000 kilometers, you have to update the stabilizer struts. And after 60 to 90,000 kilometers, the thrust bearings of the front shock absorbers may require replacement. After a while, the front wheel bearings can make noise. They change separately from the hub. Over time, the camber adjusting bolts in the silent blocks of the rear axle may turn sour. One of the most common Hyundai Creta problems is a blooming trunk lid. Small swellings were sometimes found already in the first year of operation. Official services repainted the cover for free under a guarantee that is 5 years or 150,000 kilometers. Contrary to fears, the rest of the body parts are not prone to corrosion. However, there are isolated cases of corrosion on the door glass frame and hood. In cars with a 2-liter engine, after 40 to 70,000 kilometers, the muffler could ring. It was usually replaced under warranty. Among the common defects, malfunctions, or failure of the trunk button should be noted. A number of cars even fell under a service campaign to replace the button. If you know of other model malfunctions, be sure to write about it.